Greetings, new shooters. Today we're going to learn how to load and clean a musket, a cap and ball musket, and here we go. Step one is to add powder, and I have this powder measure for such, and it actually expands to get more propellant in it, but for this gun, this amount has been the perfect amount for me. So you would load the powder into the measure, and that would be Pyrodex that we are using, and then pour the powder right down the barrel. Next, we take a patch, and this patch has been lubricated with spitball, and it's just kind of a greasy substance that lubricates the shot and also helps clean the barrel at the same time when the shot goes off. So I put the patch over the muzzle and put the ball in the center and push it with my, so I put the patch over the muzzle and put on my 45 caliber musket ball. Then I take this tool and I whack down the ball into the barrel, and it will get it started. And then I have this aspect of it, and by hitting this with my hand, I seat the ball further into the barrel, and then this part of this tool actually seats it down a few inches. Once it gets down a few inches, we take the ramrod and push it down until we know that that ball is seated all the way. Then we put our hammer into the safety position, and we take a cap and put it over the nipple, and now pulling the hammer back all the way, we're ready to fire. There you have it. It happens every now and again that you have a misfire and the ball is lodged into the barrel and seated in the firing position, and even though you've put multiple caps on, it's not firing. So at this point you have to remove the ball, and if you're in the field, the ramrod comes apart with an extraction screw that will go in, and you can turn this into the ball and pull it out. And it does actually work, and I had at least one success with this method. If I was at home, if I had to bring it home and it didn't work, I had this steel one made, which fits tighter in the barrel and has a better push and turn than the nice. If that does happen to you, you get a ball stuck in there, I wish you luck. I've had some luck and some not so luck, but anyhow, on cleaning, after you fired for a while, you want to use a bore cleaner, and they make a black powder bore cleaner, but I've done fine with Break Free, if you know that product, which is kind of like a spray-on lubricant protector cutter. Anyhow, this doesn't look like it anymore because it has so much fabric stuck on it, but it is a brush, And so the bore cleaner and the brush will help to get the bulk of the residue off. And then this ramrod also works for cleaning. It's just the right size and has these grips on the side to use this as a cleaner. And I find that it takes about 10 of these to start to get clean. I like to use the brush for this, which is why this brush is such a mess. And I get kind of the bristles come through the patch, and this holds. I think one of the problems I've had with the ramrod is sometimes the ramrod comes out, but the patch does not. So that's why this brush works quite well. It holds on to the patch and gets that quite clean. Then after a bore cleaner, I follow up with a lubricating oil like the Hops gun oil. But a lot of people just use the brake free for that. If you've had a misfire, you're not getting an ignition through the nipple, I have a nipple removing tool, and this nipple works as a wrench for removing the nipple. So if you have a misfire and you think that there's a blockage under the nipple or in the nipple or around, I have a nipple removing tool that I'm including, and it also has a wire probe attachment where you can just push this through to make sure that there isn't something stuck in there right away. And there you have it. Goodbye.